2015. Let's have a nice, warm welcome for Mrs. Susi Charls.
Okay, so once again, I just want to start off by thanking you for giving me the honor and privilege of representing your class at graduation as the Grand Marshal. It means a lot to me, and because of that, I wanted to do the best job possible. So when I heard I had to give a little motivational speech, I did what every self-respecting scholar would do, and I Googled it. So there were hundreds of commencement speeches given by great thinkers with PhDs who are much smarter than I am, as well as some famous and not so famous celebrities. But I decided what I wanted to do is to tell you what I wish I'd been told when I was your age. And so I know we got a lot of country music fans. How bad am I out of shape when I just ran up those steps and I'm breathing heavy? I'm so sorry. So I know we got a lot of country music fans out there. Shout out to Brady. So I want to do what Brad Paisley did in his song, A Letter to Me. And I'm going to give you some advice to you as you begin this next chapter of your lives. And if you have open ears and open hearts and you're ready to listen, I promise that it'll make your lives more fruitful and meaningful. Because what I see in front of me are lives that are valuable and worth more than you can possibly know today. And I hope to save you a lot of time, pain, and regret. And if you listen to what I wish I had heard before I put the car into drive, again, it'll make your lives easier. And I don't want to sound preachy or like I just plucked some of these off of a motivation board on Pinterest, which I might have done. But this is the last chance that I or anyone here at Harrison High School is going to have to instill some wisdom into you guys. So, by gum, I'm going to do it. All right. Don't panic. There's a few pages, but it's because I made the font this big because I can't see. So here are the 20 things I wish someone would have told me before I graduated. Okay. Number 1. Plus, it'll give you something to look forward to as I'm counting them down when I get close to the finish. First of all, hold tight to your real friends and don't forget the closeness that you feel now. Because it's real, and over time, life will try to tease those connections away from you. You'll get busy, and it won't be as easy to keep in touch. You'll let them slip away, but don't let them, okay? Because they mean everything. Number 2, although you're smart, your brain isn't done maturing. Listen to your parents or whatever adult is your compass, and listen to them more than you really want. This, not just Miranda, everybody. Listen to your parents, because from a physiological standpoint, your brain doesn't fully form or connect all the dots until you're about 23. So trust me and trust them. For that same reason, number 3, don't poison yourself. Don't smoke, don't take drugs, don't drink soda. It's bad for you. Toxins affect your outward beauty, the way you radiate, and the way people experience you. So treat your body as a temple as purely as possible, and it'll show. Which leads me to number 4. And I mean this from the bottom of my, I shouldn't say big butt, but you will miss your youthful looks someday. You will miss your youthful body. So while you have it, love it and take care of it, okay? There will come a day when you become nostalgic for all those body parts that right now you don't like, but you'll wish you had them back. So take care of them, exercise, and enjoy the freedom of your abilities. Number 5. Keep the joy of being in the moment. I want all of you guys to be like the puppy when the master comes home. I want you to wag your tails and be excited and be happy in your life and every moment. You will have plenty of time to focus on your future as you get older, but be mindful of every moment that you live because it's a gift. Number 6, if someone has cut you down, that's about them, not you. Unkind words are often used to cut a strong person down to make the insecure one feel better. Don't let them stick. And don't be that person, okay? Because remember, people don't remember you for what you did. They remember you for how you made them feel. Does everybody remember a time when somebody said something to you and it just made your heart smile? It made you feel good, right? Everybody's had that experience. So you be that person. Don't miss the opportunity to make someone else feel amazing. You'll find that it makes you feel amazing too when you see how happy you've made that person. Number 7, apologize. Mean it and make it better. Saying I'm sorry doesn't make you weak. Drop your ego, fix things. Do it humbly and without excuses. No one's perfect, so don't act like you are. Number 8, learning is that important. With 100% certainty, you will be proud of your degrees. I'm proud of all of mine. You will regret it if you don't complete them. And even if your path doesn't include a formal education, we are all lifelong learners. So if you learn something new every day, imagine how smart you're going to be by the time you're my age or his age. One thing a day. All right, we're rounding the bend. We're up to number 9. Trust the calling on your heart. Don't quiet the voice inside your spirit. Do the work to get you where you want to go, even if it's not where someone else thinks you're going. Be true to yourself. Number 10, spirituality or religion will be what saves you when the world goes out. Always keep a personal relationship with God, Mother Nature, Buddha, whatever it is that is your spiritual guide. It will strengthen you and it'll bring you peace every day when you need it the most. So pray, meditate, listen, and do it every day. This is an important one, number 11, travel. Seize every and any safe opportunity you have to journey to a new place. Immerse yourself in a new culture. Davide, Julia, you did it, you can speak to this. Experience a new landscape. Harrison is a pretty tiny, homogeneous place, and it's a big world out there. When I was a foreign exchange student, it changed my view of the world forever, how I see people, how I see the world, and it will open up your mind in immeasurable ways, so do that. Number 12, always consider the other side of the story. There's always 2 sides, so listen to someone that you don't agree with. Ask them where they came from. Ask them why they feel the way they do. And don't judge, be open, because you can learn a lot about the world by opening your mind to new ideas. Number 13, talk yourself out of the need to compare yourself. We're usually doing that. She's prettier than me. She's smarter than me. He's more athletic than me. Who cares? Strive to be the best you, okay? Not a copy of the person next to you. Know what your strengths are and build them. Number 14. Find a grown-up that you relate to. Find a mentor and talk to them. Ask for help and be known and be memorable. It might be a professor, it might be somebody you work with. But by being known, your teachers will be more invested in you and in your success, and they'll help you. That's what they're there for. Number 15, love your parents, love your grandparents. Look them in the eye, listen to their stories. Honor their lives and their legacies that have made you you. Just as time is passing so quickly for you guys right now, that's how fast time is passing for them at the other end of life's spectrum. And you never know when it's going to be too late. So love your parents. Just kidding, she already does, I hope. Number 16, people will treat you the way you allow them to. You have half of the power in every relationship to determine how it goes as a whole. So be empowered to keep positive people close by, and you don't need negative people. Keep them at bay. Number 17, Pay attention to how people treat their parents and their waiters. The way a potential partner treats his or her parents is a good predictor of how they're going to be as a life partner. So the way they treat a waiter or service person or their parents shows you their character, and pay attention to that. And don't be that person too. Number 18, get out there and live the life you've been given. Don't waste your time watching reality TV shows or living a virtual life playing video games. I assure you that you are 100 times more valuable and more interesting than the Kardashians. Ben Bernanke, who probably could have taken some of this advice, said, if your uniform isn't dirty, you haven't been in the game. So play the game, okay? Don't be a bench warmer. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. But if you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. I did get that one off Pinterest. Which brings me to 19. Selflessness is the best thing you can do for yourself. So in other words, helping others will make you be a better person. And last but not least, for those of you who have been counting down, listen to that still small voice in your head. God gave you a spirit that speaks to you from a spot deep inside your core. I'm not going to get choked up. You can feel it when you get a stinging buzz when you know you're doing something you shouldn't do or you're somewhere you shouldn't be. And you also feel that yes feeling when you know you've done something you're supposed to do and you did something right. So trust your gut feelings. Your intuition is your superpower. Use it and you'll diminish your chances of regret and increase your chance for wonderfulness. And so now, go now. Make interesting mistakes, make amazing mistakes, make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Break the rules and leave the world a much more interesting place for your being here. Congrats and good luck. Love you all.
Before we introduce our second and final speaker, this is my opportunity to tell you what a privilege it has been to serve as your high school principal for 3 years. We wish you the very best. You are a very special group. You think more of others than you think of yourselves, and a lot of the good suggestions that were just shared are things that I see in you every day. With this, I'm very pleased to introduce the second person that will give the farewell address. You've chosen very wisely on both, Mr. Sams.
I love you guys. You're good kids. You're a lot of fun. We've had some good years. That's my boy right there, Preston. You did it, didn't you? You're headed off. I'd love to talk to each and every one of you. Drew, you and Preston are going to have one heck of a time, buddy. You guys are awesome, and I love you all. And if you don't know me, I wish you'd been around more. I've spent a lot of time with some of you, lots of time. Whether it be in my classroom, out on the fields, in the weight room, out running, wherever we've been, we've had a great time. I, of course, have things that you got to know, too. It says, Dear seniors, now that it is time and you're ready to graduate, I want to share some thoughts with you. I've learned a few things over the last 24 years of teaching, and I'm going to call them my be attitudes. Be yourself and be a leader. Don't follow others, guys. Well, follow people that are leading you in the right direction, and you know what I'm talking about. Don't follow society. Don't waste your time. Don't do bad things. Be faithful to your spouse someday. Be faithful to yourself. Be faithful to your friends, to your country. Be faithful to your family, to your job. If you are faithful to people and faithful to yourself, you're going to do a much better job. Of course, be safe. This world's dangerous. Don't do silly things you don't need to do. Avoid danger. Have fun, but avoid danger. And you know what, just don't go overboard. Be honest. Don't cheat, don't lie, don't steal. Be a good human being. Be an honest man or an honest woman. Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. So don't lie. Be prepared. Preparation leads to victory, as some of you have learned during the course of this year and these 4 years. Preparation keeps you safe. When you're not prepared, you're that kid running into my classroom at 7:30 printing something out. I guess you're still prepared. You got it done, but just be prepared. It's foolish not to be wise and ready for whatever's going to come your way. Be happy. I want you to be happy. Smile, Shelly. You're almost there. Be happy. You are allowed to be happy. There is no reason you cannot be happy unless your happiness is hurting somebody else. Don't do that. Be happy. Don't let that joy go away from you. I've seen you guys smile and have so much fun over these years. Don't let that disappear just because you're an adult or something like that. Rise above any circumstance in your life that can take away your happiness. If somebody in your life is negative, if there's something negative in your life, get away from it. Be happy. Nobody can take that from you. Be fit. I guess you knew that was coming. Exercise. Exercise your mind. Exercise your body. You know what I'm going to say. Don't do. You know that. Stay away from dirty girls and boys. Yeah. Stay away from dirty people. Stay away from dirty things. Be fit. Someday you're going to get old like me and you're going to have to work really hard to try and stay in shape. Right now, you're not there. So whatever you do now is going to benefit you in the future. Be giving. Share. Share. Just share. Somebody needs whatever, give it to them. You don't need it that much. Somebody needs a ride, give them a ride. Somebody needs an extra hand doing some work outside, help them. Share. Share your gifts. Share your talents. Share your coffee, like I have with you. As Miss Charles said, be a lifelong learner. It's amazing what has changed in my lifetime. Everything in high school, it was a big deal that we had, this is going to date myself, that we had electric typewriters. That was like, woo. Look at what you guys have. I mean, I have more technology in this than existed in the planet about 30 years ago, I think. I mean, what this can do is amazing. But things are going to change again, so stay up with it. Be forgiving. I make mistakes. I've done some of you wrong over the years, I'm sure. Sometimes I've made mistakes in the grade book, and then I had to go back and change things to what was right. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Your parents make mistakes. Sorry, Mr. Baker. Mr. Baker makes mistakes. We all do. But forgive people. Just forgive people. There's nothing else. Be respectful of others, of yourself, of the laws, of authority. And lastly, be altruistic. And if you don't know what that word is, I'm going to tell you. Treat others as you'd like to be treated. I've done that with you, I hope. Do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. It's the golden rule. Do that. Follow this golden rule, because what you do comes back to you. What I mean is, if you sow good things, you will reap what you sow. Right, Michael? Michael's nervous. He's ready to get out of here. He's been tapping his foot. And lastly, I'll sum it up here. Ben Shirey, as you give me that grin. You may think that you've learned a lot of these last 4 years of high school, but it's just beginning, folks. Some of you are headed off to college, and it's going to be very expensive. Good luck. I'm sorry for your parents. Some of you are headed to a trade or to an apprenticeship, and just do the best that you can. It's going to be lots of work. Some of you are headed off to parenthood. It's lots of work. Some of you are headed to the military, and I just ask that God bless you and keep you safe. But there's still a lot of you that just don't have a clue, and that's fine, guys. Finish it up here in these next few days. The world's going to come to you. You're going to be fine. Hang tough. Listen to these Beatitudes. You're going to be fine. You don't have to know exactly what you're doing right now. And there's a reason that I care. There's a reason I care. You are the future doctors that will take care of me when I get older. You're the future teachers that are going to work in the room next to me. You're the mechanic that's going to fix my car. And that's very important, okay? Actually, James Kellums just fixed my muffler free. He graduated here about 5 years ago. Like that. So take care of me, guys. You're the person that'll cut my ever-disappearing hair when I can't do it myself. You're the store clerk that's going to ring up my groceries. You're the plumber that's going to fix my leaks. You're the soldier or the sailor that is going to protect my freedoms when I'm no longer serving. You're the baker that's going to make awesome donuts. You're the guy that's going to paint my house. You're the guy or the girl that's going to cut my grass when I can't do it anymore. That's going to come a day. But most importantly, you might become my neighbor and my friend. You see, I've tried to follow this golden rule, and I hope it's about to bear good fruit for me and for us. So now that you're about to graduate, please call me Todd. And it's good to know you. I love you, and may God bless you. Thank you.